Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. F-Dash here with F-Dash TV. I've got another TMNT Legends video for you. So today we're going to be talking about legendary upgrades for Vision Quest and LARP Turtles. Now, disclaimer from here at the top, there will be no discussions of either of these character versions for Michelangelo because they're both terrible and I have not spent resources to get him up to max. So if you came to this video looking for suggestions on which upgrades to do to level 7 for your abilities for Vision Quest or LARP Michelangelo, I regrettably inform you that we will not be discussing that today. However, if you want to know about Raph, Donnie, or Leo, you're definitely in the right place. So let's begin here at the top. You see I've got a Platinum Raphael Vision Quest. Honestly, probably the #1 character that you should platinum first. Now again, I don't want to get into telling you how to live your life, but this guy's amazing and definitely one of the first ones you should be doing if you have the abilities. Now, why should he be #1? And it's for his ability 2 called Focused Fire. Now this is going to be his first upgrade for him, so ability #2, check out what it does now. 80% chance allies gain extra attack for 2 turns on a 4 cooldown. At level 7, a 100% chance to gain extra attack for 2 turns. That is huge. I mean, don't sleep on basic attack, people. Some of these characters have amazing basic attacks. And so this is a 100% chance for 2 turns. You're going to be attacking twice each turn. That's unpassable. That's not a word, but I just made it up so we can talk about how amazing this ability is. So for sure, ability #2 for Vision Quest Raphael is going first. After that, I'm going to do ability #3. So what this does is gives you a 100% chance to cause DOT for 2 turns. Generally, anything at 100% is worth taking. And especially when it's DOT, the more damage you do to people, obviously, the easier you'll win. So, for sure, you're going to want ability #3 after ability #2. Following that one up, we're going to go ahead and go with his other AoE, Flame Funnel. Now, this doesn't raise his attack power by anything. It just makes it so that he can do it again faster. So, just have one less cooldown. Instead of 5 turns, it's 4 turns. Again, you want him to do a lot of damage, and he's gonna help you get to that by doing that DOT and doing that extra attack. So this is just more icing on the cake, really. After that, I'm gonna go ahead and do his passive. The reason for this, it gives him a 50% chance to raise his defense by 50%. Again, you want him alive so that he can do tons of damage for you. And I'm gonna finish it off. Actually, no, excuse me. His 4th ability is the last one I'm doing, so spoiler. This is actually his last one that you're going to want to do. You're going to do 4th, you're going to do the Claws of, what the hell? Conflagration. So this is going to be his 4th upgrade. And what this does, it increases his speed for 4 turns instead of 3 turns on a crit hit. This is huge. Again, you want him to do as much damage as possible, as quickly as possible. So increasing his speed by 60% for 4 turns, this guy's going to go a lot and is going to do tons of damage for you. So again, his ability upgrade are going to be 2, 3, 5, 1, and then 4. So let's move on now to Donnie Vision Quest. Where's Donnie? I always get him confused with the LARP version. Alright, so Donnie, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Donnie and Leo are a little too similar for my tastes, and let's just go through it. All right, so Donnie, I'm going to start with ability #2. So what I was saying before, I'm not terribly impressed with any of Donnie's level 7 upgrades for Vision Quest. So much so that I probably wouldn't waste my platinum shards on upgrading him at all. There's nothing really here that's terribly interesting, right? But if we have to talk about it, his number 2 ability gives you a 100% chance for defense to be lowered by 50% for 3 turns. So, you want to do a lot of damage. One way of doing that is to make sure they can't defend against your attack. So 100% chance, like we talked about, it's amazing. So definitely do anything you can do to make yourself do more damage. So ability number 2 is going to go first for him. Then ability number 3, the reason for this, you already get a 100% chance to gain crit up, which he needs for his basic. And some other characters do too. But you're going to taunt for 3 turns here. So again, him and... I'm sorry, actually no. Vision Quest Donnie is the same as LARP Leo. Alright, so let me just get that out of the way, out of my head here. So you're going to taunt for 3 turns. Somebody to take away from, damaging other characters, I guess. Then we're going to go with his basic. And the reason we went 3 and then 1 is because we need that crit up so that his basic can proc. Because on crit hit, it's going to decrease speed of the target by 60% for 3 turns now instead of 2. So that's pretty huge as well. Again, you want them to go a lot less than you do, and you want to go way more than them. So 2, 3, 1. Then I'm going to do his 5th ability. So the only thing this does is 1 less cooldown. So, his attack power doesn't get raised, so that's why it's so low on the list. But still better than his passive. And his passive, 50% chance to raise his attack power by 45% for 2 turns. So if that would have been, 50% chance for 50% attack power, maybe it would have gone before number 6. But at 45% chance, that's still less than half. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that one last. So the upgrade order for Donnie, 2, 3, 1, 5, 4. Let's look now at Vision Quest Leo. Vision Quest Leo is a damn solid character, so he doesn't get terribly better with his level 7 upgrades, but he's already such a great character. So with him, we're going to start again with ability number 2. Reason for this is you have 100% chance for speed to be lowered by 50% for 2 turns. Again, 100% chance of anything is always going to be good. And here, you're going to lower their speed. That's huge. There's nothing really to say about that. That's an amazing ability there. Then we're going to go with 3. So the reason for this is you can still get a 100% chance for your speed to be raised by 50% for 2 turns. But now you get 60% chance to gain armor rather than 45. So that's a pretty significant jump, 15% there. So that I'll take that. Over his 5th ability, which only goes down 1 cooldown, right? So that's not. I was hoping for maybe more blocking of healing of foes, maybe 4 turns, or maybe like a 75% chance to dispel positive effects. But all it did was go down 1, so that's fine. Then we're gonna finish it off with not finish it off, but rounding it out with number 1. So what this does, it increases his crit rate by 5%, excuse me, so up to 30. And you want that because his crit hit will cause a DOT for 3 turns now instead of 1. So that's pretty good. And then his passive will be last because again it's stuck at 45% dodge, but 50% chance to raise your dodge by 45% for 2 turns is it's okay. It'll do. So the upgrade list for Leo 2, 3, 5, 1, 4, the same as Vision Quest Raph. Again, we're not talking about Vision Quest Michelangelo. Where even is my Michelangelo? I think he's like level 50 or some garbage. Yeah, Vision Quest Mikey. He's not a good character to begin with, okay? That's why he's stuck at 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm not going to put more crap into him because he's just not worth it. So if you really want me to tell you what to do with him and you have him maxed for some strange reason, send me what his abilities are and I will let you know. But we're going to now go to LARP. So LARP Donnie, great character here. But I will say that the LARP Turtles as a whole really, really disappointed me as far as their upgrades. Like, I'm not sure any of these characters are worth upgrading to level 7. We'll start with Donnie, though. I'm going to do his 5th ability first. The reason for this is you get now an 80% chance that allies gain armor. Again, armor is pretty much a free hit, so you definitely want armor wherever you can get it. Then I'm going to go with his third ability, because now you can do an 80% chance to cause DOT for 2 turns. 80%, not 100%, not 90, a little sad, but 80% is slightly better than 70. Then we're going to go with ability number 4. So his passive. Why his passive? The way it reads, it's a guaranteed raising of his defense by 40%. So there's no percentage chance of getting your defense raised. It's just you have more defense. I think that's pretty good for a character. This type of character is here to do that DOT, to heal, and to keep you alive. So making sure he stays alive is definitely useful. Then we're going to round it out with ability number 2, which is his heal. Because you already get that guaranteed dispel of DOT. Now you're just raising the health from 45% of max health to 50%. So at later levels, a little less useful than at earlier levels. You got to remember, healing does not scale. And finally, his last upgrade will be ability number 1. 50% chance for attack power to be lowered by 50% for 1 turn. And then if it's a might character, it's 100% chance. Not terrible, right? I mean, you could definitely do 1 and then 4. Or, it doesn't really matter there, but definitely one of those 2 should be last. Now, Leo disappointed me the most of all the LARP Turtles that I have. His upgrades are not great. And I mean, honestly, LARP Leo, other than, LARP Michelangelo, LARP Leo is probably the worst one. So that's shouldn't be terribly shocked about that. His is actually going to be easy. We're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we'll start with his 5th ability first. This is going to give us a 90% chance to stun for 1 turn. Again, I'm huge on not letting the enemy go as often as they should. So if I can stun him, that's fantastic. Then we're going to increase his dodge by 10%. So his dodge is going to be raised by 40%. And you want that for his 3rd ability, which is taunting. He's going to be taunting for 3 turns, so you want to make sure he doesn't die. And additionally, he's also going to give you that 100% chance for attack up. Then his 2nd ability, he's got a 50% chance to call an assist for 1 turn. That's okay. And then his last ability we're going to upgrade is his 1st one. This is a 50% chance for defense to be lowered by 50% for 1 turn, unless that target is tech, in which case it becomes 100%. Like I said, overall, I was not terribly excited about his upgrade, so I probably won't be platinuming him anytime soon. And then LARP Raph. LARP Raph, again, is one of the better characters in this game. He's very, very fast, and his great abilities here. So you would think we would start with ability number 5, not today, and you're actually correct. We will start with that ability. Again, this is why it was saddened. It's only an 80% chance, so it only goes up 10% to reduce their focus meter by 100% chance. So, I mean, I guess 80 is better than 70, but I would have rather have seen 100%. But if you do want 100%, you can take ability number 2 first. So this one goes all the way up to 100% from 75. So you got a 100% chance to reduce focus meter of a foe by 100%. So essentially, you're taking all their focus meter away. So if you want to do ability number 2 first and then do 5, by all means, go ahead. That's not a bad trade-off there. So you can either do 5-2 or 2-5, doesn't matter. Either one's going to give you some good results. Then for his next 2 abilities, you can also switch them up depending on your preference. So you're either going to want to do 3 and 4 or 4 and 3. So let's look at number 3. So you have an 80% chance to take revenge when an ally is attacked, and you get this for 2 turns. I like that because his basic does pretty good damage. And then you got a 50% chance for allies to gain speed up. Again, anytime you can go faster is always a boon. His passive raises his own speed by 10%. So again, he's just going to go more. You want him to go more so he can take away more and more focus meter. So either one, you can do 3-4 or 4-3, doesn't matter. What is guaranteed is that his basic will be last. And what this does is 50% chance for speed to be lowered by 50% for 1 turn, which is, nothing to sneeze at, people. That's, speed down. But if the opponent is cunning, then they will get a 50% more chance, so it raises it up to 100% chance if your opponent is cunning, which is pretty huge. So if you, for some reason, face a lot of cunning characters, you may want to take that one before 3 or 4. But generally, at least what I'm going to be doing is 5, 2, 3, 4, and then 1. And again, as we talked about with Vision Quest, LARP Michelangelo, who I actually don't know where LARP Mikey is. Let's look here. There he is. Another garbage character. He's not good. So, I'm not wasting resources on him. Yeah, he's terrible. So, we're not even going to talk about him. So, again, we just did the upgrade orders for Vision Quest and LARP. A quick recap. Raph, Vision Quest, 23514. Donnie, Vision Quest, 23154. Leo, Vision Quest, is going to be 23514, same as Raph. Then we're going to do Donnie LARP. There he is. And for him, we're going to be going 5, 3, 4, 2, 1. Leo LARP is right there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and simple. And then LARP Raph. 5, 2, 3, 4, 1. So if you disagree with any of my upgrades, that's okay. They are my upgrades. But definitely let me know in the comments if you disagree or you have something better. You think I misinterpreted an ability and that I should change it. I'm always up for a friendly debate. Otherwise, next time we will be talking about the Mutanimals and the Space Turtles. So keep an eye out for that next week. Otherwise, I'll see you all in the dojo, and I'll see you next time on effdash TV.